Welcome to our channel HASHMICLINICS.
Welcome everyone. In this clinical explainer, we're going to take a deep dive into the portrait of Alumen, or potash alum. We're going to explore why this powerful antipsoric, which has such a deep action on chronic states, is so often the key to unlocking some of our most stuck cases.
So let's really zero in on this central idea because honestly, it is the therapeutic nucleus of the remedy. The entire clinical picture of Lumumina, everything from its mental state to its deepest physical pathology, is really just an expression of this fundamental duality. This pathological tendency towards hardening and, at the exact same time, a profound lack of muscular and nervous tone.
All right, so to build a really three-dimensional understanding, we'll approach this systematically. We'll kick things off with its core essence, then sketch out the constitutional patient profile, detail the specific mental and physical symptoms, and then finally, we'll pull it all together into a practical framework that you can actually use in your clinic.
Okay, let's get really precise about this. We're not talking about two separate states that just happen to show up. No. The genius of Alumen lies in the convergence of these seemingly opposite pathologies within the very same patient. This unique state of induration existing right alongside weakness is what makes this remedy so incredibly distinct.
So what do we mean by induration? Well, you can think of it as a low form of tissue making. After even the slightest bit of inflammation, the tissues don't heal cleanly. Instead, they develop this scurous, almost stone-like hardness. You see this pop up in the tonsils, the uterus, the rectum, or right at the base of ulcers. And this is a true paresis, a partial paralysis. What we're seeing here is a profound inability of the unstriped muscular fibers to do their job, to perform their autonomic functions. The rectum just lacks the peristaltic power to expel stool, the bladder muscle can't fully contract, and the chest muscles really struggle to produce an effective cough to get mucus up and out. You know, when you look at all these points together, what you see is a constitution that's, well, it's functionally and structurally stuck. The body's vital processes are sluggish, tissue repair is just deficient, and these dominant sensations of dryness and constriction, they just pervade the entire system from the mucous membranes all the way to the feeling in their limbs. So how does this core pathology actually manifest in a person? What does the typical Alumen patient look like when they walk into our clinic? Here we start to see the clinical expression of that low vitality. We're typically looking at an older individual, someone with diminished vital heat, and this constitutional inability to maintain healthy, pliable tissue. You'll see their skin chaps easily, their mucous membranes are dry, and their capillary walls are weak, which leads to easy bleeding. It's really a picture of constitutional fragility. Now, while the mental picture of Alumen isn't as fully developed as, say, other polycrests, the symptoms we do have are highly characteristic, and they align perfectly with the remedy's overall state of paretic weakness.
This isn't just simple anxiety. This points directly to an underlying weakness and irritability of the nervous system. The patient just lacks the resilience to absorb emotional shocks, which then spill over and manifest as physical tremors and excitement. It resonates perfectly with that theme of paretic states running through the whole remedy.
And this slide really illustrates the specific triggers. The inherent weakness of the system gets exposed by shocks, whether they're emotional, like bad news, or physical, like a surgery. And its well-documented action in lead colic also confirms its deep affinity for those paralytic and spasmodic states of the intestines, a key feature we also see in plumbum, its close analog. Okay, now let's trace the path of Alumen's pathology from head to toe. And as we go, I want you to keep connecting everything back to our core themes, induration and paralytic weakness. Make a note of this peculiar modality, a pressing, burning pain that is actually made better by more pressure. That is a very strong guiding symptom. The patient literally wants to press their hand down hard, and they desire ice-cold applications, which, is a pretty interesting contradiction to their general chilliness. The pattern here is just unmistakable. The induration manifests in this chronically enlarged and hard tonsils, something we often see in children who are predisposed to this constitution. The paralytic weakness, we see that in the chest muscles of the elderly, making it so hard to expectorate, and in the paretic state of the vocal cords, leading to complete loss of voice. You gotta look for this remedy when a simple cold just settles and refuses to resolve, leaving behind this state of weakness and hardness. In homeopathic prescribing, this is what we live for. This is what we call a grade 4 symptom, a keynote of the absolute highest order. It's a strange, rare, and peculiar modality that is almost unique to Alumen. When you find this in a case that also has features of weakness and induration, it can be the single deciding factor in your prescription. It's a real gem. Now, if Alumen is famous for one thing, it's the profound paralytic state of the rectum. This is often the symptom that brings the remedy to mind for many of us. This quote from the classic Materia Medica just captures the severity perfectly. It's not just sluggishness, it's a complete shutdown of rectal function and sensory awareness. It leads to an almost unbelievable degree of constipation. This entire symptom complex is the most direct manifestation of the remedy's core themes. You've got the paralytic weakness of the rectal muscles causing complete inactivity, and often the coexisting induration of the rectal tissue itself, which is especially important in cancerous states. And the pattern just remains absolutely consistent, right through the whole system. In the female sphere, we see hardening, induration of the cervix and mammary glands. In the urinary system, paralytic weakness of the bladder. In the extremities, a paretic feeling combined with a very characteristic sensation of constriction, like a tight band is tight around the limb. And finally, on the skin, any ulcer is going to present with that signature, hard, indurated base. Okay, now we arrive at the modalities and comparisons. And this is so essential for the precise prescribing that separates a good prescription from a brilliant one, especially when you're trying to differentiate ephemulin from its closest relatives. So notice the strong contradictions here. A general state that is much, much worse from cold, yet a specific vertex headache that is wonderfully relieved by cold. This kind of contradictory modality is often a hallmark of a well-indicated remedy. This comparative table really clarifies the fine distinctions. So while its close relative Alumina shares that dryness and paralytic weakness, Alumen's unmistakable signature is the coexisting state of profound tissue induration. And while Plumbum presents with paralysis and colic, Alumen generally lacks that characteristic spasmodic retraction of the abdomen that is so key to Plumbum. And finally, let's distill all of this knowledge into a clear, actionable framework for clinical guidance. How do we spot and confirm Alumen in the clinic?
So here it is, a clear, memorable framework for your clinical work. Step 1. Always begin with the dual essence. Are both paralytic weakness and tissue hardening present? Step 2. Confirm your hypothesis with the strange, rare, and peculiars, like that right-sided palpitation or the headache better from cold. Step 3. Does the constitution match? Is it an elderly person with low vitality and chronic catarrh? And finally, Step 4. Remember to think beyond just the rectum and consider its broad sphere of action on glands, lungs, and the uterus.
This concluding thought is really a call to action. I want you to review your most challenging low vitality cases, those cases of deep-seated chronic disease where progress has just stalled, and see them through the unique lens of this deeply acting remedy. You just might find the key you've been searching for.
Professor Dr. Rafat Hashmi is a distinguished homeopathic physician, educator, and researcher with over 4 decades of clinical and teaching experience. He is widely respected for his deep command of materia medica, repertory, and constitutional prescribing, combined with a practical, patient-centered approach. Dr. Hashmi has dedicated his career to training generations of homeopathic doctors, blending classical principles with modern clinical insight. He is also known for his innovative work in digital homeopathy, developing educational content, clinical tools, and AI-assisted systems to enhance remedy selection and case analysis. With a strong commitment to ethical practice and lifelong learning, Professor Dr. Rafat Hashmi continues to guide, inspire, and elevate the standards of homeopathic education and patient care.